Visually Creative presents the newest Christian dating experiment without the shallow and pettiness of modern-day dating shows. 6 contestants will choose who they feel is the most compatible as a potential kingdom spouse to not only date, but to grow with. Here's the catch. This experiment is 100% blind. They will not meet their match until the reveal in the garden. You walk in on your spouse watching porn. This has been an ongoing conversation where your spouse promised they wouldn't do it again, but yet here it is. You understand that they struggle with traumas from their childhood, but this issue deeply bothers you because you feel like you're constantly being cheated on. What do you do next?
Testing B. So I said I would look to do like therapy, marriage counseling. I would seek wise counsel. I would probably talk to my pastor, mentor, parents, lean on some relationships that have more experience than ours. And then just support her as much as she goes through. I recognize that, like with me, there would be no need for porn, so it would have to be respect. Exactly. Wait a minute, let me finish. I got a time limit. Hold up. Let me move.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So I would know that it's coming from a different place, you know, and so I would do my best to try to be there mentally, emotionally, to support her as much as I can.
He said, because I'm not the problem. It was never me.
My first thing would be is to ask her what's going on and try to get into the moment of what's going on in her emotions at that moment. And then going forward, because of, like I said earlier, about how I would look to serve her and to be learning and being connected with her, is whatever resources that she is most comfortable with, I would like to explore those. And then I would also be researching things, whether it's starting with our community that we're a part of, as well as any type of counseling and things of that nature. But I would start with her and then go from there. If I walk in that moment, I don't want to just blow up or anything of that nature. I want to try to get into where her emotions are at that spot.
Cool beans. So because this was a repeated, occurrence, I would just say why, I gotta figure out what the pattern is, what's the source of that. But in reality, deliverance is more than just catching somebody in the act. Yes. It's threefold: emotional, physical, or spiritual. We have to figure out where is that root coming from, why did that take place, what's going on. Because some things are not spiritual, it's a bad history. Some things are very much spiritual. So figuring out what's going on and why will require some inquisition, some prayers, some thoughtfulness, and some intentionality on both parts.
All right. I would encourage you, after I get upset, I would encourage you to get some accountability, maybe download Covenant Eyes on your phone. But at the end of the day, I would just encourage you to get accountability. I can't make you do anything. And so repentance, His kindness leads us to repentance. So I would do my best not to make you feel bad. I would try to encourage you to get help.
This is Lady B. So similarly, if I'm hurt and triggered, I'm probably not going to be able to walk it out with you in that, like, being your accountability, but I would definitely support him in finding accountability, as well as I would recommend, if he's open to it, individual counseling and couples counseling.
This is Lady A. I know a church with an amazing deliverance ministry. I just want to throw that out there. But someone said earlier, it's not always spiritual. Sometimes it could be from, things that happened in the past. So I would definitely pray and ask God for wisdom and how to either walk it out with you or get you the help that you need. And then also, kind of like what everyone else was saying, counseling is available, whether you need individual counseling, if you need couples counseling, if we need to do all the above, deliverance, prayer, counseling, then we gonna do that.
How do you feel going into this experience?
Nervous. I'm not really knowing what to expect, and this is definitely something that's out of my comfort zone. I don't do things like this. I like to be in the back, and now I'm in the front. So I'm just really nervous, but I'm excited. I'm ready to see what God's gonna bring with this. I definitely prayed before I got here, so there's that.
What are you hoping to get out of this experiment?
I'm hoping to get at very least maybe some new friends inside the city. I'm new to Atlanta, been here for about 2-ish years, and I can always build on my foundation of people that I have here. And if I'm lucky, fortunate, if the lines become aligned, we'll be able to find somebody to build with going forward. Hello, Lady A, how you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing excellent. How you feeling so far?
Still kind of nervous, but we hanging in there.
What you nervous about? What's going on? It's only been 5 hours. We good. but okay, listen. We have a couple questions that some of them are written down, some of them are off the top. But the one I like the most right here is, what are your deal breakers?
Oh, that's a good
Off the bat, yes, ma'am.
I didn't see that thing. Lord have mercy. Well, honestly, in this season of my life, a really big deal breaker, and it's gonna sound really basic, but it's just true, is it's the relationship with God for me. Like, it has to be number one. It has to be at the center of everything you do, because that's the way I'm trying to live my life. Like, how is your relationship with God? Like,
God and I are exceptionally close, and I look forward to making it closer. I would say probably 4 days out the week after 7 p.m. I'm unavailable, only because I'm doing stuff for church or with church. I'm still present, I'll still text back, I'll still be around, but in terms of like attention at that time, it's definitely focused on Him. Prayer, consistent. Bible study, consistent. Counseling people in Christ, consistent. Learning and teaching other people about God, consistent. So, I mean, God is that guy, and I'm trying to be like Him.
Alright, bet.
If you had to leave your church in 2 years, could you do it?
If God said so, yeah.
If your husband left the church, are you gonna follow him?
If God told him to, yeah.
That's a good answer right there. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at it. Okay, so what do you do at your church right now? I understand you work in the ministry, but like, what does that look like?
So what do I do?
Oh, what do you do?
I do a lot. That's what I mean by what I do.
Got you.
So I'm on the hospitality team, so definitely serve in that capacity. And then I'm also on the prophetic team.
Hey, kabe, kabo, kaba, okay, we're listening. Go ahead.
And we'll see where the Lord takes me this year as far as like my serving, whatever else He wants me to do. And so, like, what about you?
Oh, I do a lot for my church, things outside of preaching and the financial stuff. And singing. I don't sing at all. I make a joyful noise, but I cannot sing at all.
That's okay. Can you dance?
I cannot dance. I can dance only when I'm sitting down. So I'm a great seat dancer, 100%.
Are you a quick learner though?
Once I stand up, I got 3 left legs. My good learner. I can listen, I can copy, I can be taught. But would I freestyle by myself? Probably not, quite frankly. Gotcha. But it is what it is. Okay. So when it comes to the prophetic stuff, right? Mm-hmm. How do you feel about, let's say, the teaching that people don't want to hear about? So whether it's prophecy, miracles, healing, zodiacs, what's it called? What's the other ones? Marital status, things along those lines. How do you feel about face reading, palm reading, all those other things that people normally say ayo to?
All this new age stuff is demonic.
Okay, I hear it. What makes it, let me not even go into that, it's okay. So we have a minute, okay, so then what makes it demonic? Because I feel like a lot of people sometimes, they had a real strong foundation that blocked their ability to learn. So what makes you say that it's demonic off the bat? You feel me?
Because it's evil. It's not of God. It's of the devil. Like, it's literally designed to trick you into thinking that the spiritual realm you're tapping into is God, and it's not.
I feel you. Okay, have you had experienced that before?
No, because I'd rather not. I don't like demons up in my house. Listen, I gotta fight a lot of stuff. I'm not about to fight demons.
I feel you on that. I hear it. Okay, do you want kids? How many kids you looking for?
I love kids, so if I could have, as many as God would let me.
Do you have children?
I don't have children.
Oh, that's a good answer. Okay.
Do you have children?
I don't have any kids at all.
How many kids do you want?
I want at least 4.
Okay, 4 plus.
4 plus, up until 7. But God bless you, Lady A.
My number.
Okay, respect.
I'm kind of a little scared because one person is heavily leading, and I'm like, oh my God. Am I, what's gonna happen? So, but I'm feeling curious, I'm feeling good, and I don't know, I'm looking forward to the one-on-ones. So we'll see how it goes. I was like, I'm probably not gonna meet somebody, but maybe I'll have fun and it'll be a cool for the plot type of moment. Mm-hmm. But now I'm kind of hoping that there's a connection. I'm definitely hoping that maybe my person's on the other side.
I'm looking forward to meeting some great people. I'm looking forward to learning more about myself, and possibly, seeing if my wife is here today. So, yeah.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Pretty good.
So, first question I would love to ask is, how old are you?
I am 25. Be 26 this year.
Okay. Do you have anything else? I mean, we can go back and forth. I want to make sure that we both have time.
Sure. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers would be obviously like the abstinence thing. We talked about it earlier. To be honest, well, I don't know if your age is a deal breaker, but it's cause for thought. It's food for thought.
Okay.
And then like if you're not ambitious, if you don't have a plan, can't really do anything about that. And like too many kids. Do you have children?
I don't.
Okay. I don't have children. No.
Okay. Yeah. So I know my age comes up a lot. that's something. That's the thing. So I'll just tell you a little bit about me. So right now I have 2 streams of income. I am an underwriter, and I'm in my internship. I graduated in July. I already have 2 jobs actually lined up. I'll be starting my career in that in July. I'll probably keep working at the state, just so I have both streams of income coming in. I mean, if you want to go like personal, I have I'm saving up to buy a house. I actually already have the money. It's just depending on when I actually move out. I'm helping my mom now. She had breast cancer, so I had to kind of move back in.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And yeah, so that's a little bit about me.
So do you think that at 25 you're ready to commit and be married?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. What do you believe the role of a husband is?
The role of a husband is a leader, provider, someone that has your back when nobody else does. A husband, I said that is a leader. Someone that supports you in your decisions, is there for you. I just said this when no one else is. I feel like what's lacking in most marriages with young adults, it's just the transparency of who they are as individuals. I think that if we come together and be completely authentically who we are, I think things would like just flow better. There would be no second guessing, no, like, how does this person handle this? How does this person handle that? No, like, and so that's how I date, right? I'm dating very intentional. I'm myself up front. So like, there's no questions for, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's to come later.
Okay. How are you feeling right now?
I'm good. You know,
you sound a little nervous.
No, I'm not nervous. Like you questioned my age. It was like, and then you was quick to like, do you have anything else? It was like,
Oh no. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. I apologize. I know how that can sound. I was a little taken aback because I didn't think that you were that much younger than me. I'm 30.
Okay.
So I was like just a little disappointed, but I do like your answers. So I'm sorry if I made you feel like your age was just such a problem.
It's all good. What caused you to fall in love with God?
His faithfulness. That's probably my favorite attribute of God, is that I always feel like I can rely on him even when I feel like he's not coming through in the time that I want.
Okay.
5-year plan. What are 3, as a matter of fact, what are 2 things that you're proud of that you've accomplished in the last 2 years?
Last 2 years, so when my mom was going through her breast cancer procedure, I was able to do school, work, and be a full-time caretaker. And so just seeing her get through that and get better, yeah.
I love that you take care of your mom. That's awesome.
Appreciate it. Goals for you next 2 years?
Expand my private practice and get married.
Time. All right, good job.
I'm glad I got to talk.
Yeah, likewise.
As women, we often feel the pressure to fit into certain molds, especially within the Christian community. But Biblical Baddie Apparel is here to shatter those expectations and stereotypes. We believe in embracing true authenticity and God-given beauty, all while following Jesus Christ. It's all about being authentically you, sis, without compromising your faith. We're not just baddies, we are biblical baddies. Biblical Baddie Apparel. Stay praying, stay slaying.
Okay, so how do you feel going into this experience?
I'm feeling good. I mean, this is completely out of my comfort zone, but I'm feeling good. There's not someone I particularly have my eye on. I'm really curious to get to know, I will say I'm curious to get to know A and C more in the one-on-ones.
Okay. And what are you most like wanting or expecting out of this experience?
I mean, ultimately, I would love to meet my person. I can't say that that's my expectation today, but I am looking to meet my person. I'm not doing dating apps this year, so I told God that he's gonna like have to bring the person to me. So if this is how it's done, I mean, I'm more than open to that.
What made you want to sign up for the Garden?
It's a combination of things. One is I've really been preparing and looking forward my relationship, my marriage, and so I put myself in positions and places to continue to just build the blocks of what it would take to be in those positions. But even if it's not the finding of my wife, I have been able to engage with different people and build on the skills that it would take to ultimately communicate and converse and meet that woman.
Hey C.
Hey C, how are you doing?
I'm well, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad to be in the seat finally and get to converse with you one-on-one.
Likewise. How old are you?
I'm 31.
Okay.
I'm 31 and enjoying it.
You're enjoying it?
Oh yeah. It's I have times where I kind of look up and just am like, I'm very excited to be myself in this space, and very much enjoy where I'm at in life and the things I get to do.
I'm nervous, sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. We're both in a position where the world is going to see us talk to each other for a little bit. So I can feel that.
How long have you been single and why do you feel like you are single?
So I have been single since the day I was born. And I mean that facetiously, but reality. I've never been in a relationship. I think the reason why is because when I'm pursuing or have tried to pursue different people, I've moved with a certain level of seriousness that I think pushes them away or positions me to not really see the incongruence of the potential relationship.
Interesting.
So, yeah. So how about for you?
I've been single officially for 4 years. I just didn't intentionally date in college. And then afterwards, I moved home. I had like huge career moves. So I just feel like I prioritized my career over my personal life the last few years. Okay. So now I'm in a place where like I really do want someone because, I mean, it's like corny, but I do feel like it gets lonely at the top. And I am like at the top of my career at this point. Okay. And like I can't make connections. And so it's not because I haven't tried, but it's just due to timing. Like I feel like I never really prioritized dating until the last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a thought.
Okay.
So so as it sounds like you're rather industrious and engaging with a lot of different things in your career. What is life like with your friends?
Yeah, so I have my best friends who are like my core friends. They're in college, from college. So they're in Virginia, Charlotte, Florida. They're all over. In Atlanta, my close friends have just been my neighbors, as I mentioned. That's my community here. I have people to grab dinner with, people to go to church with, but like it is kind of hard, and that's why I use the word lonely. Is like my core friends are all over the country. So I have a great community, a great Christian and like faith-based community here. But I don't really have like my person as a best friend or a partner, obviously.
That's fair.
Yeah. Do you have close friends here?
Yeah. So I keep a relatively. So I have two best friends here. They're actually, so we have this joke where both of my friends, they are part of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. They are alphas, and so I'm not Greek, and so we have a group chat that's two alphas and their homeboy. And so the joke is that like I'm the homeboy and they're alpha. So it's great to engage with them. So we spoke about friends a little bit. I have a fun thing about your friends. So say you were in a position where you were like promoting your friend, like you were going to be the one announcing them coming into the room and they were going to get the opportunity to speak. What would you emphasize and how would you introduce them?
My friends?
Maybe name one, maybe think of one and just think of this promotion of them.
I would say Maddie is the life of the party and she is the glue of the friend, of our friend Of our friend group, yes. And she is just kind and brings everyone together. She would give the shirt off her back to anyone, and she's just the most generous and selfless person I know. That's how I would describe my friend, my best friend.
Love that.
What about, that's an interesting question. How would your friends describe you?
They would describe me, and they have, as somebody who's wise. They also have said, and I answered before about when we talked about toxic traits, is that sometimes I hold on to things long as it relates to relationships and people that I'm trying to help. So they would like it if I cut out people and I'm in the things with people trying to help them. So they also would probably talk about me and playing sports and things of that nature, and me being athletic. So.
Time. It's nice meeting you.
Thank you, y'all. All right.
How do you feel going into this experiment?
Definitely have a level of excitement and anxiousness going in, but looking forward to the conversations and getting to engage with the different individuals that'll be a part of it.
So far, I'm okay. Still a little bit nervous, but not as nervous as I was when I came in. And I think it's just because it sounds like there's a lot of good guys in there, and you know, I'm just kind of trying to go with the flow. Hello, C.
Hello, how are you doing, A?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad to finally get in and get to speak with you. So I'll start with this. What is most exciting in your life right now?
My job.
Okay.
So I'm a therapist, and I work with children and families who are part of the Department of Family Defects. So they're the most interesting and exciting thing in my life right now, because every day I don't know what I'm gonna get. So some days it's chill and we don't have any crises and we can play Unos, and other days it's I'm putting out fires. So I would say that's probably the most exciting thing in my life right now. What about you?
So I'm pretty much always on the move and always getting into different things. One of the most exciting things a couple days ago, well actually about almost a week ago, I got back from Sydney. Yes.
Okay, travel.
Yes, yeah. I give my passport and my global entry card a lot of exercise. I like to try to see where it can go to next. And so I was out there with my little brother, and we were just exploring. Got to see the Opera House. Got to see the Blue Mountains. Got the food and everything. Got to see some kangaroos. So it was. So I'm always on the move. Always looking for the next adventure and move I can do.
Okay, that's exciting. I love traveling.
Wonderful.
All right, I got a question for you. What caused you to fall in love with God?
So
I shifted up.
Yeah. So there's two experiences. Is like I got saved when I was younger, but it wasn't until I was in college where I would say that like I knew that I had owned my relationship with Jesus. Mm-hmm. And so what caused me to fall in love with the Lord was when I was in places by myself and I was the only one that had an opportunity to stand for him. I saw how he would come through for me. I've seen him provide in my life when I could not figure out a way for it to actually happen. It didn't even make any sense. Mm-hmm. And so then I just could not be convinced otherwise that he is real, that he loves me, and that I matter to him.
I love that. You know, I'm gonna share too, since on the same topic. I kind of had a similar journey too. Like I grew up in church, so like I've been saved all my life, you could essentially say. But I didn't really know God for myself, and like start to build a relationship for myself with him until I got into college. And it came about because I was college. It was crazy times. But like the way God kept me and sustained me during that time and still showed me grace and mercy when I didn't even deserve it, I feel like that's what really like shifted my trajectory and my relationship with him, and for me knowing him for myself. And like I absolutely have loved the journey and have zero regrets, because God's a redeeming God. So there's that.
Wonderful.
All right, any question for me?
Yes. So what are your deal breakers?
Yes. My deal breakers are, well, it's literally just one. It's the relationship with God. Like, if you don't have it, you ain't got me. I've been in too many relationships and situationships where God wasn't in their lives or wasn't at the center of their life, and things just didn't work out. So for me and where I'm at in my life, like God has to be your number one priority. He has to be at the center of everything that you do, everything that we could potentially do, and that. So what's your deal breaker?
So I'd like to tell people I have 1 deal breaker and 3 strong preferences.
Okay.
And so my 1 deal breaker is that they must love Jesus for themselves. I'm not trying to help them figure out how to love Jesus. If that's the case, we'll just be friends. But yeah, the woman that I would ultimately be with, she has to already be pursuing Jesus for herself, already cultivating relationships with other believers for herself. And any other capacity would be just a friendship. Mm-hmm. And then, so yeah, that is my deal breaker. And then the Lord can help me with the preferences if they're outside of what I prefer.
Okay, I got you. So it's like we have similar deal breakers.
Yes, absolutely. Well, those are very healthy deal breakers, I believe, to have.
No, facts. Especially since we're supposed to be, Christ followers. Like, why would we not want someone who's not a Christ follower to be in our lives? Absolutely. So I totally get that. Totally get that.
Absolutely.
Oh, 20 seconds. How many kids do you want?
What does the best version of you look like?
The version of me that's praying in the morning, yes, and at night, who's really in her word and with God. What about you?
For me, it's just a loving Jesus.
What are some red flags like that you're noticing from the contestants?
Mr. Sweet Treat. Okay, cause what? That's really it. I think they all seem, prior to that moment, I think they all seem like good guys, like people that you would actually want to differentiate between and choose from. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's it.
Who are you feeling so far and why?
Right now, my top would probably be Lady B. I think that the experience that she's had in life thus far has definitely positioned her in a place where she's definitely willing to continue to do the growth she's already been doing. She has the same heart to help people as I do, I think, as well. And she definitely understands the reality of life, and I think that's really amazing. The rest are cool too. I'm not gonna fake, we were going a little bit back and forth, but it's been B for almost every question. So we'll see if she feels the same way, and if not, it's gonna be okay. But it's gonna be fine. Shout out to y'all. Thank you. Hello, Lady B. How you doing today?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. How you feeling about this experience so far?
Ooh, a little nervous, but I'm feeling good.
Wow, what? Why are you nervous?
I don't know. I didn't know what to expect. But I feel like all of y'all are really good. So.
Okay, I hear that. Okay, so then, what questions do you have for me up front? Let me let you inquire as you wish first.
Okay, number 1, age.
Age. Whoa, 28. How about yourself?
Woo, 30.
Okay. Hey, I've dealt with older, so it's okay.
Okay, not too much.
You feel me? I prefer somebody who understands what they want and what they are expecting, so it makes sense for me. That works.
Okay.
So what are your deal breakers? What can't I do?
Have a sweet treat.
Oh, Hey. I hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, so just for the record, just because you have a sweet tooth doesn't mean you eat sweets often.
But
so,
the thing is,
yes.
do you keep walking into bakeries?
The bakery is nice, as I hope yours is, you feel me? But we'll see what shakes. You get.
I get, but I don't know if I got. So,
I understand. It's okay. Time will tell how we grow together in that conversation. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so how do you feel about children? Do you have any, or do you want some?
Don't have any, definitely want some.
The Lord is good and He's on my side.
Yeah.
Hallelujah, amen.
Okay, but I have a question.
I'm listening to you.
What happens if we biologically can't figure it out?
Then we go and biologically figure it. What? Say it. Oh, with children?
Yeah.
Oh, things happen. I would pray first, whether it's a physical thing, a psychological thing, or spiritual thing. Either way, there's resolutions. And the thing is that you don't marry somebody for children. You marry them for them. Okay. Children are a really nice plus, and I very much want to be a father. Mm-hmm. But we'll cross the bridge if we have to get there.
Would you be open to adoption or other?
Oh, that's a good question. I already want a couple kids that look like me, so I don't know about the ones that don't, honestly. Okay. But maybe I'm not gonna say no to that right now. To be quite frank, I think it's a possibility. Okay. Yeah. Adoption. I'm gonna give somebody else my last name. I'm gonna give you my last name first and figure it out on the back end. Okay. Thank you. How are you? How are you in church? I understand you do the therapy thing. What you do in church for real?
I'm on the worship team.
Okay. Oh, so you're a singer?
Well,
Oh, you play drums. Which one is it?
I do sing.
Okay.
It's the part of it all, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I feel you. Have you always sang, or is it like a new skill type thing?
Yeah, always. I did pageants. I did theater all high school.
Okay.
I did competitions, stuff like that.
What about in college?
In college, I was on the worship team at the ministry.
That's real nice. That's what's up. So then, after college, you said that you left a relationship Do you believe you fully healed since then?
I believe that healing is a spectrum, so
Okay.
I don't know that there's an ED to that, but I do think that I am in a healthy place where I can engage with somebody and my heart is not tied up in anyone else.
That sounds real good to me. Okay. What question do you have for me? I feel like I'm taking up a lot of time. Go ahead.
How would your friends describe you?
My friends would describe me as the one who brings joy to any situation. I laugh a lot, as you can tell. We gonna talk about serious things while talking about things that are not serious at all. In the midst of everything, still focus on the reality of what Christ is. So I play a lot, I joke a lot, but I also work a lot as well. So it's a very nice balance at play. What would your favorite people say about you?
Oh, I am reliable. I'm the friend that gives advice and wisdom.
Period.
If you need me, I'm there. I can be a little busy, and so sometimes my friends hate that. But overall, like one of my top things is being a good friend because my friends are good to me.
Okay, that's a bar. Yes, ma'am. Okay, I got you on that. So then, I don't know if I have any more questions, but I have a minute left, so I'm gonna make the use of it. Okay. I'm happy with everything I've heard thus far. I'm trying to think about things that I can ask. Any questions for me?
Yeah. So, what do you believe the role of a husband is?
The role of a husband is not only a provider, but a caretaker, one who supports, one who gives that security and promise of a future for his spouse and his children, if that makes sense. So whatever God is to me, I should be that to y'all and then some, because the goal is to make you see the reality of Christ in this house, in this relationship, and in me, if that makes sense. But yeah, the last question I asked the other person was interesting. How do you feel about prophecy, miracles, healing, things like that? Is it real? Is it not real?
I believe it's real.
Okay.
I believe that the Word of God is still alive and active, and that He speaks to us, and that He can and wants to bring people in through miracles. I don't think that miracles are just for the sake of it, but I do think that it's part of how we draw people towards Christ.
Amazing. And then you mentioned the North Star pickup line earlier. I think that was A1. Shout out to you.
Thank you. On the top of the dome. Period.
Nice to meet you, Lady B.
God bless you too, eh? That actually went back. So he is a bit, he comes with a lot of energy, but I don't hate that. I definitely think that he has some intentionality. I feel like I am going to feel the age difference, even though it's not that. But it was good. He added extra calories.
And where's your head at right now?
Where's my head at?
Yeah.
Definitely gotta be thick. I love me a thick girl. If we talking about lifetime commitment, I need that thing thick. I should not have said it like that. Trying to get to know more about you. Man. How about yours?
I mean, I'm interested to get to know you.
Okay. So what do you do for fun?
For fun, I love trying new restaurants. I'm a huge foodie. I'm very adventurous.
Okay.
I like wineries, getting outside. I have a Frenchie, so I'm always trying to like take him to fun
Dog mom.
places.
Okay. That's what's up.
What about you?
So for fun, I'm like very active. So I'm in the gym often. I enjoy boxing, playing basketball. That's like a big part of my life. And trying new things. I actually like to try new recipes. So I enjoy cooking. That's like my therapy.
Me too.
Okay.
What are your views on social media? Like, how do you feel about social media?
To be honest with you, I'm not as active. I feel like the best part of my life shouldn't be lived on social media. And so I don't really post as much. I'm not really on there as much, to be honest with you. Yeah, so that's me. How about you?
Yeah, I don't like social media a ton. I'm actually taking a break from it this year. Just, it gets overwhelming to me. And my life, I work in news and I'm constantly taking in media.
Okay.
So when I get home, I honestly don't even like watching TV or anything like that. I call family, I like write. I'm not really big into TV or anything like that.
Okay, do you like read books?
I'm terrible at reading books actually because I'm reading press releases all day. So when I get home, I don't. Like outside of the Bible and my devotional, I'm not a reader. It's not my thing. What about you?
Yeah. I do read mostly like Christian books though. I'm trying to like branch off to like try like some science fiction type books, but mainly just like Christian books to kind of expand my knowledge of scripture.
Yeah. How old are you?
I am 25.
Okay.
Yeah. How about yourself?
I'm 26.
Okay.
Finances, like where do you stand with that in your life right now?
So I am completely independent. I do stay with my parents. I moved back in during COVID to help my mom out. She had a diagnosis that required my attention. So moved back in. I'm thinking probably like after graduation I'll probably move. But financially I'm good. Got my own vehicle, pay everything. Yeah. How about yourself?
I'm self-sufficient. I live on my own. I've been doing that for the last 3 years.
Okay.
I did move in with my parents after college for a year, but I've been on my own for the last 3 years.
Okay, and if I can remember, you said you were from California?
I am, yes.
Okay, so
from San Diego.
Word, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
are you from here? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Are you from here?
I'm from Baltimore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so is your parents back in California or do they stay here with you?
They're in California. So I see them every couple of months. I'll either go there or they'll come here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
So I do have a question. If you have any trauma, have you healed from it?
I want to say I have healed from it, and like the only I've been blessed to be like protected in my life, but the trauma was like relational, just cheating and unfortunate stuff happening in past relationships.
Okay.
And I feel like I have not brought that into my the people that I've tried to date. Like I do go into it with a clear head and trusting that they have the best intentions.
Okay.
What about you?
I've spent time just being single and just working on myself. From relationships to family drama, me growing up as in a single parent household with just my mom. But yeah, I've taken the time to work on myself so that when I do get in a relationship again, it's like not just part of me, it's all of me.
And so what are some red flags that you notice?
This is more of like a beige flag, but C is too perfect and it makes me nervous. And if he is who he says he is, I'm interested, and I'm interested to know more in the one-on-ones. But right now, it's just like too polished. A is definitely showing a little bit of red flags, but at least he's being himself. So I'm torn.
Got you.
Who are you feeling and why?
So really, it's been between A and B for me. It's been back and forth. I think like right now on our tally card, they're like tied. And so I would want to know more about both of them. I got some questions. I think me and B are a lot alike, so that's a good thing. And I think A has a lot of things to like compliment me, and I feel like that we can both compliment each other. I think I can compliment her in a lot of ways. So it's been back and forth, but those are like my top two.
Hello, B.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, what do you do for fun?
Ooh, I do a lot for fun. Mostly take naps. I'm just kidding. I like to travel. So I've traveled a couple places. I also like to dance. Dancing is like my pastime. Play video games.
Video games? Wait a minute. What you be playing?
I play a lot of RPGs. So. Okay. So what about you?
Cooking, working out, and like hiking. So I like to be outdoors, fishing. Yeah, that's really it. And playing basketball.
Okay, I have another question. This one's really important.
Okay,
how's your relationship with God?
My relationship with God is great. Every day I learn something new about Him, and then He reveals something to me about myself. And so no day for me can go past without me in prayer reading something. You know, it does. Days get busy, but that's my priority. Even as I'm counseling, it's like, okay, God, let them feel you, let them see you. And I can't do that just in my own strength, right? So I have to seek His face every day. And not just for myself, but so that somebody else can see, can see Jesus Christ. So yeah,
Okay, B.
That's good.
We're on the same page about that. I'll definitely be praying for my clients.
Right, man, listen. Some of them need deliverance, I ain't gonna lie, but you know, we getting there.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Do you have any questions for me?
I do. So, if you have any traumas, have you healed from them?
Ooh. Yes.
Okay.
I have healed from my traumas, or else I wouldn't be doing this.
Okay, and what does commitment look like to you?
In the context of relationships?
Context of a relationship moving towards marriage.
So commitment is just that. I'm committed to whoever I'm talking to. There's no outsiders coming inside. It's just strictly me and that person that I'm, you know, walking this walk out with and moving towards marriage. Like, that is a commitment. Like, I'm gonna be intentional. I'm gonna let you know straight from the jump, like, this is what I want, this is what I'm moving towards, and like, let's be on the same page about that. Okay. And if we can be on the same page, then we're gonna be committed. Okay. Mm-hmm.
My last question is, define love.
What is love? Maybe. Okay. Love. There's a couple of different ways you can define it, but for me personally, love is a choice and it's an action. You choose who you love, and you choose to continue to love them in spite of. And that's why I say love is a choice, because there will be days when I'm sure that person's gonna get on your nerves. They're gonna do something that you don't like, but you choose to love them through it.
So how I would define love is two-part question. I would define love as an action. I would define love as something that's unconditional, that has no restraints. Basically like biblical, right? Yeah. I would define love as never ending, right? And so for me, divorce is not an option. Like, I feel like that if there's love still there, and I know each relationship needs more than love to thrive, right? But if there's still love there, then there's still that chance that we can push forward to do more or to fix the problem or resolve the issue, right? Mm-hmm. And so that's what love is to me.
Good answer.
Yeah.
All right, one more question. How many kids do you want?
How many kids do I want? Girl, I want a whole tribe. No, I'm just playing.
Football team? Are we talking about football team, basketball team? What are we talking about?
Definitely not football team.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe like a starting five. No, but for real though, like 3 or 4. Like 3 or 4, yeah.
Okay. Are you good with kids though?
I am good with kids, yeah. So I actually started out in ministry in children's church.
Okay. That takes a
yeah.
Takes a lot of patience.
Yeah, and I was in a tough area too, so you really had to love the kids. You know what I'm saying? You really had to love the kids, and just embrace where they were. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think C is on the lighter side, possibly with locks, or like he just maybe has like a little suave look a little bit. I think he probably has on a graphic tee with jeans and some random sneakers.
So for me, I really appreciate dark-skinned women with beautiful smiles, and I like curly hair, locks, braids, afros. You got those things. I know it's a lot of maintenance, but I definitely appreciate the effort, and you will receive my appreciation. And then as for anything else, like, you just got to have a bigger chest than me. That's all you got, just a bigger chest than me, and then. It doesn't have to be like big, but bigger than me. And then I just like athletic curves the rest of the way. So, but the main thing is, like I said, beautiful smiles, dark skin, and nice curly hair.
Hey B, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm good. This is C, yes?
Yes, this is C. This is C. I'm glad to be in the seat finally and get to converse with you.
Yeah, same here.
So do you want me to ask the first question or you want to
go for it? You got it.
Okay. So how do you feel about traveling?
Love traveling.
So when you're traveling, what type of person are you when you're traveling?
That's good. I'm a planner by nature. I'm usually the friend, like I just went out of town and planned a cabin trip for my friend's birthday last week. I have an itinerary. I make an itinerary. My bags are usually already packed at least a day or 2 before. Yeah, we have a plan.
Okay. So yeah, I really enjoy traveling. I just was, I'm very much the person that likes to try to figure out where the next place that we can go. I just was in Sydney with my brother, and it was a great experience. We got to do a lot of exploring, moved around a lot, got to see the opera house, engage with the people, get some food, and also travel around the city.
Okay, nice. So what's your family structure? You said brother.
Yeah, so I am the oldest of 5. I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and my parents they've been married for going on 33 years.
Okay, wow. Age, do you mind me asking?
Yeah, so the age of my siblings and all, or just me? Mm-hmm. So I'm 31.
Okay.
So for you, I think earlier you talked about being the only child, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So what are you looking forward to, or would you like your family structure to look like?
Yeah, I would love to be married, have children, the whole nine. Like, I don't anticipate ever not having that, or like having a co-parent or something like that. So I would definitely want to, husband, 2.5 kids.
2.5? 2.5? So what? So when we cut one of the kids in half, is it going to be the boy or girl that we're cutting in half?
I think the 0.5 might be that I'm pregnant. So, but hopefully, I would love to be a boy mom, but I'm open to whatever.
Okay. So within that, just had a side question. Mm-hmm. So if our children are doing like sports or an activity, because it doesn't have to be sports, it could be like piano. Mm-hmm. What type of parent would you see yourself being in that? Are you the one that's cheering? Would you drive the kids all over the place, making the snacks? What does that look like for you?
Yeah, I am going to be obnoxious. I will be standing on the side yelling. I may not even know what's going on, but if I see my child, I'm going crazy. I don't know that I would be like a soccer mom, like at, setting up and doing all that stuff, but I'm definitely going to every game. Like the kid, let's go to the pizza after we win the ship. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would be involved for sure. Now I'm anti my kids playing football. I gotta be honest about that.
Oh, all right.
Because the South, and football, I can't do football. My child's not about to have concussions all over every day.
Okay, all right.
So what are your, when you look into the future of what you want, I presume you want a family and stuff, what do you see? What's the perfect day in the life of a family for you?
Oh, wow. So I guess a perfect day is imagine it even like the holidays, like Thanksgiving. And imagine maybe 20, 30 years down the road when our kids are grown and they all come back to the house and we're able to make a meal together. They're laughing and joking. We're playing some games, maybe some card games or board games. And we're just sitting around the table and we can look at a life of having to see our kids and their accomplishments, things that they're doing, whether it be in their job or in school, and just being able to sit and just enjoy each other in that space. That's what I look at in the future.
So you can cook?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Any last final questions in your 10 seconds?
What are you most excited about in your life right now?
Oh man, I just started my own private practice, so I'm really excited about that.
Oh, okay.
How you feel about B, and then tell us how you feel about
y'all. The age threw me off. Because when I sat over there, I knew who I was walking out with. Right now,
you don't even feel
this turned the whole thing upside down. I have no idea. I didn't think that C was 31. I thought B was at least 28. And A, I actually liked his personality more in one-on-one than I did in group. I have no idea.
Not you.
I'm lost.
She's like, I don't know.
Please, just tell me what to do.
So I've been back and forth between B and C. I'm not really sure what my tallies are on them right now, but I think they're close, if not even. And so I've been trying to almost imagine what they're like in terms of their personalities based on some of the questions that they've said, and trying to see which one would probably be a better one for me. But ultimately, I think that I land at C is probably the one that has the edge for me right now.
I love that we're getting to know their heart before seeing them. So if I make a good connection with someone, I won't walk away from them if they aren't exactly what I pictured.
Hello, ladies. See how you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you experience going so far?
It's going well.
Okay.
I feel like going into this, I'm most excited to get to know you.
Oh, I'm ready to help the excitement continue to grow. So what question you have for me?
What do you do?
I'm a cybersecurity analyst. So I do control testing, compliance, I write things up for the company, things like that. Very boring, but it pays the bills, so we're glad to do it. What do you do, ma'am?
I am a news producer.
Okay, behind the scenes.
Yes, it's stressful, and it's definitely not something I can see myself doing long term.
Okay, I hear it.
But it does pay the bills, and I've been doing it for 4 years.
Family, kids, do you have any?
I do not have any kids. I've never been married.
Hallelujah.
I want kids.
Amen. How many children you think about?
I'd say 3, but I mean, whatever the Lord has for me.
Okay, what about 5? What about 6?
Is that what you?
I think as long as around 4-ish and above, we're good to go.
What's your 5-year plan?
5-year plan. You are okay. We can go more into depth in that on the first date. You feel me? But 5-year plan. Continue getting my certifications in AWS. Get my promotion. Potentially get a new job. Go into sales, and then by 5 years, be married. Have a couple of children that look like me with big heads running around. Walk around the house like this, and then I don't know. Be happy and love. You feel me? So yeah. That's a really good question. What's your deal breakers, please?
Deal breakers is someone that doesn't value purity. Deal breakers is someone that doesn't have a job and can't provide. I personally want to be at home.
I feel you. Okay.
When I have my children initially, so I want someone that can provide financially.
100%.
And I want someone who's a leader in the church, or at least, an active member in their church.
For sure.
I don't want to have to wake you up on Sundays. Like I want it to be something in your heart.
Nah, I feel you.
What about you?
I think that, what was my question? I think that's very important. I think that being a leader in church is definitely important as well. My initial question was deal breakers. I don't like people who lie. I think that's probably the biggest thing for me. Being able to make time, understand my time and what it takes in order to pursue God the way that I do. I think that being a leader in church is an understatement. That's something that's going to happen whether you like it or not. So I'm glad you're with the program already. I feel as if with the house, my goal is to be financially secure enough for myself and the next 4 generations. So if you want to stay at home, that's fine. Completely fine. But if you want to work too, I get it. Like, get your money, girl. So yeah, it just depends on what you're looking for.
Okay.
What else?
Can I ask you something?
Hit me. Yeah. We got 3 minutes. Make it work.
How long have you been single, and why do you feel like you are single?
I've been single for the past 2.5, going on 3 years. I'm single because people think they like me, and then when they realize they actually do like me, they realize they don't want the life that I'll probably be living per se. Because I joke around a lot, but I also work a lot. And as much as I'm laughing and kiki, I'm actually a very serious person, believe it or not. Okay. And so people don't like that aspect as well, unfortunately. But hit me with what's your next question? I want to answer everything you got on your list.
You don't have any more for me?
I think that you are amazing. So right now I'm just thinking off the top of my head, and I don't really see anything pressing right now. Oh, question that's on my mind. When it comes to prophecy, miracles, healings, and things along those lines, how you feel about them?
I'm very private. I choose to live my life mostly offline. And so like social media is not something that anyways, I try to live my life offline. So I'm very private. Okay. I don't really want someone who's always posting and like.
Got you. I think I maybe misspoke perhaps. I meant in terms of like church stuff, like prophecy, miracles, healing, things like that, like the prophetic type stuff.
What is my view on that?
Yeah, sorry. I think I may have said it a little bit wrong.
I mean, I'm a firm believer in that. I actually just spoke in tongues for the first time on Sunday.
Congratulations.
That's not something I ever thought I could do. So it's new to me and I'm open to it.
That's amazing.
But I didn't grow up in a very charismatic church. So
got you. We can work on that, so no worries.
On the next episode, contestants will finally choose who they want to continue to grow with.
I'm scared. Honestly, I don't know what y'all did.
I'm not sure if we're compatible.
Not sure what to expect.
Listen, I'm so nervous.
Y'all scaring me!
Their match will be physically revealed in the garden.